Hi, my name's John, and today I'd like to discuss with you business idioms. Idioms are expressions that have a figurative meaning. And what that means is they do not have literal translations to their meaning. So if I were to say that it is raining cats and dogs outside, it does not mean that it is actually raining cats and dogs, but that it is raining very hard outside. So an idiom is an expression that do not translate to literal meaning, at least in most cases. Okay, and so we want to talk about 5 business idioms today, and it's something that's very common in a corporate environment. And if you are learning English and you are working as a professional in corporate environments, these idioms will help you understand it if someone is referring to these idioms. The first one is ASAP. ASAP stands for as soon as possible. You can also say ASAP, and in most cases people do say ASAP because it's a lot faster, a lot quicker to say ASAP than ASAP. So what this means is it's urgent, that it's required, something is required immediately or urgently. It's ASAP, or as soon as possible. So for example, I need to finish these reports. My boss needs them as soon as possible. Meaning my boss needs them right away, immediately, as soon as you can get it done. Okay? The next word is the big picture. Now you hear this in project planning, in group or teamwork quite a bit. And what it means is to have an overall view of the situation or overall view of the project. A lot of times when we are working in a team where there are a lot of tasks, a lot of people, a lot of things that are going on, it's very easy to get lost in the detail. So it's important for us to have the big picture of what it is that we're trying to do. So for example, this project has so many tasks. It is important that everyone understands the big picture. Okay? So let's move on to the next word or idiom. Game plan. A game plan is a strategy. It is a plan. And this is something that is very common in business. Before you go into a meeting or before you talk to your customers or someone, you want to have a game plan. And usually in corporations, they'll have meetings in advance, or they'll have some sort of strategy session, and that's their game plan. They're going into a meeting and they have a game plan. Okay. So, for example, we need a game plan for our meeting with the investors. Okay. If you're meeting an investor, then I guess you better have a game plan, because it's a very important meeting and you want to make sure that you plan ahead. So that's game plan. The next idiom is get down to business. Getting down to business means to get serious about something, or to begin conducting business. So normally in a meeting, before the start of the meeting, people are talking quite a bit. And so when we start the meeting, it's typical that people would say, let's get down to business. Let's get serious. Okay? So for example, all right, everyone, enough with the small talk. Let's get down to business. All right? The next word is get the ball rolling. This is almost like getting down to business, except this is referred to most of the time to projects or to get something started. Get the ball rolling is to get a process started, or get a project started, right? So let's get it started. Let's get the ball rolling. For example, we really need to get the ball rolling on this project. The deadline is in June and it's already April. Get the ball rolling, meaning to get things moving along, to push things forward. That is called getting the ball rolling. Okay? Now, these are the 5 business idioms. At least, it's very common during the times that I worked in corporations. You'll see it quite a bit. I think probably the most common is the ASAP, and that is because in most businesses, especially if you're working on a project, there's always something that people need right away, or ASAP. Okay, so keep it in mind. I hope these idioms are useful to you.